Hey everyone, quick update for Tuesday, February 25th. Another red day for stocks, for most stocks anyway. S&P down 21. The difference between today and the last few sessions is that the last couple sessions closed near their lows, whereas today bought back up the dip, got back about half of what it was down this morning. If we go to a 5-minute chart, really the sell-off, in the first hour, then we had a little bit of a bounce, and then another sell-off is where it kind of bottomed for the day, a quick little flush below the previous bottom and a nice, pretty significant bounce. From below 10, it was 59.08, hit a high of 59.80-ish. So pretty volatile. It was very tough, very difficult conditions for 0 DTE premium selling and 1 DTE. I got stopped out on a 1 DTE. I survived the initial flush. I did not survive the second one. I got stopped out in this little wick. So it was hunting my stop, I think, right before it bounced. So I took a loss on 1 DTE. I took a loss on one of my price action 0 DTE iron condors. I think my worst day of British iron condors since I started trading them last September. So that part was bad. Calendars and double calendars, a lot of winners there. So those were green. My day trades were green. Wooga, small green. Didn't trade in my homes. And I think that's about it. So some red, some green, more red than green for me today. But tomorrow is Wednesday, and so we've got NVIDIA earnings after the bell. NVIDIA obviously makes up a very large part of both the NASDAQ and the S&P. So whatever NVIDIA does, most likely the market will do as well. You can see NVIDIA last few weeks here was on a pretty straight up run to the upside, and of course, like the rest of the market, has pulled back these last few days. So we'll see what NVIDIA has in store for earnings for tomorrow. Nothing big on the docket as far as scheduled economic reports. We do have core PCE on Friday pre-market, but NVIDIA is the big one tomorrow. I did do one other thing I did yesterday before the bell is Home Depot announced earnings today before the bell. So I put this on yesterday, right before the end of the day. And as a bullet, I put it on as a bullish broken wing butterfly. You can see Home Depot stayed strong today. Nice, right in my profit tent here. So these options expire Friday. So I will start scaling out. If we get a little bit of a bounce tomorrow, that would certainly help. So that one's working out well. The other thing that I did a couple trades today that I haven't done in a while, one of which was an iron duck. So you can see I've got a buffer all the way down below 5,700. So if we look at a daily chart of SPX, you can see price would have to get all the way down here for that downside break even to get tested. So nice buffer to the downside. And then anywhere higher or even between here and 5,700 would be a profitable trade. The other thing that I did today that I haven't done in a little bit is a vertical risk reversal in VXX, a VRR and VXX. A little spike, obviously, in volatility the last few days. This is purely a volatility contraction play. So if VXX continues to spike between now and expiration, can get up all the way to about $50.50 is where I'd start getting concerned and possibly exit. And then if volatility does contract, have a nice profit potential to the downside, specifically as we start getting below 40 in VXX. So we'll see what happens. If you look at a chart, it spiked up to 48 back in early February, spiked up to 51 for a day back in mid-January, and spent a couple of days in the, all the way up to about 56. But it would be a pretty significant sell-off on top of what we've already seen in SPX for this to really get up into the 50s. So if we do kind of get a contraction, like we normally do after these volatility spikes. Should be a profitable trade, but we shall see. I did position size to add to it. So if we do get a further spike in volatility, I will add to it and potentially go further out in time as well. So that's it for today, my friends. Hope everybody has a good night. Talk to you soon.